Welcome to the Controversial Russian, and today we're talking about school again. Yay, interesting subjects! For those of you who just discovered my channel, my name is Maria, and I'm the Controversial Russian. I'm from Russia, Moscow, and I have Western points of view on life. So in this channel, I talk about what life in Russia really is. For those who think it's just all hell, communism, we all believe in Putin, and everything, that's not true, but I'm not sugarcoating everything. I'm not paid by the government to tell you this. It's just my experience. So, yesterday I talked about life in school, basically what students learn in school, and today I want to talk about social life in school because I think that's very important because in school, you kind of, children are formed as human beings. So, yeah, let's talk about that. So, the first thing is like there's a giant difference between American and Russian schools, and maybe some other, like in post USSR countries, that's probably the same as Russia. But yeah, something that American people don't know, in Russia, the first day of school, the 1st of September, is a national holiday. It's celebrated in Russia. Oh my God, you're going to school. This is a new, bright, good path in your life, and that should be celebrated. And while you're a student, you don't think that's supposed to be celebrated because you're like, oh my God, school, I don't want to go to school. But when you go into adulthood, you're like, oh, I wish I could go to school. So yeah, um, let's talk about that. So the 1st of September is a giant holiday, and we call like a lineyka, which is like, I don't really it's like a ruler, like if you literally translate it. But uh, this is why it's called this way. Kids get lined up outside of the school, like usually is like in the outdoors, a little park that every school has. So kids get lined up according to their grades. So the first grade goes in one lane, the second grade in the other, and so on and so on. But the first and important kids are from the first grade because they are beginning this new part of life, school. So they're just lined up, and all of them have really big backpacks with a lot of colorful pencils and pens and probably some watercolor that they will never use, but they really like it. And always their backpacks are really huge, bigger than the kid's head itself, and they're all with giant bouquets of flowers. And let me tell you, like, how the system of Russian school goes. I don't know, maybe if it's any different than what it's in America, but each grade has its own separate groups, and they're all like named after letters of the Russian alphabet: A, B, V, G. Usually not more than four groups, but depending on how big the school is, it may as well go to eight groups of first graders. So, and the first graders are all lined up according to their group, and then behind them the second grade also according to the group, and so on and so on and so on. The most important people of this lineyka are the first graders and the 11th graders, because the first graders are beginning their journey and the 11th graders are ending it. So that is why on the 1st of September, an 11th grader picks up usually a little girl from the first grade, puts her on his shoulder, and she has this little bell that she rings, signifying the first bell of the new year of school. And that is when kids are sent into school to start learning. So usually on this lineyka, kids they read poems about school, they sing songs about school, and to my embarrassment, I don't remember many of these songs. I wish I could remember right now. I can't. So I will learn them later because every Russian should know that. So yeah, kids read like poems, and maybe like there's some sort of plays going on by 11th graders. I participated in one when I was in, I think, third school that I went to, which was from the eighth to ninth grade. Yeah, so usually they're like plays, so the kids think that the school is a joyful time. Usually kids, like after the first day, they're not so joyful and they want to never go back to school, but that's just, I think, like every kid is. So yeah, the 1st of September is a really important day, and then the opposite of the 1st of September is the last day of school, which is, we call it the last bell, последний звонок, which is a celebration for 11th graders who are graduating school. At this day, they usually have already passed all their YIGA exams. I will talk about YIGA later. They pass the exams and they receive their diploma, the high school diploma. And I don't have mine right now with me, but my diploma is red and I graduated with honors. I have 2 golden medals. I showed that in my first video. I'm gonna link that video down below so you can see it. So usually, like, kids, both on the 1st of September and the last bell, they're dressed really specifically. Girls are dressed in like black or dark blue dresses with white aprons that go like down. They have these like interesting things, like a fabric, like pretty, like stuff. I can't, my words don't work right. I was just speaking Russian to my mom and now I can't like go through with the English one. Man, that sucks. So yeah, well, both of these holidays, kids are dressed like this, and the 11th graders on the last bell последний звонок, they're dressed like this usually, and also they have like I will, like, if you want to, in the next video I'll reveal how I looked in like my school years, but I had this like ponytail when my hair was long. I had a giant ponytail, and like there was this a bow, a white bow on my ponytail, and it was just like really cute. And usually on последний звонок, the last bell, 11th graders perform a waltz, which is like, I think it's like a traditional dance in Russia, in Russian schools, the waltz. And yeah, they dance the waltz, which is the last school waltz, and then they're given their diplomas, and yeah, it signifies their end of school. That's also a celebration. They also bring a bunch of flowers to the teacher, maybe some candy. Oh, and I forgot to mention that the first graders on the 1st of September, which is linейка, they receive like candy gifts with a bunch of chocolates and stuff. I will do a review on one of those candy packages at the beginning of the next school year. Probably I'm just gonna buy it in the store and I'm gonna review it. So yeah, where was I going? So yeah, those are two major holidays for the Russian school: the beginning of the year and the end of the school year. But it's very specific. Like the beginning of the new year is for the kids from the first grade, and the end of the year is for the kids of the 11th grade. So these are two important ones. And then of course we have a prom, because I think everybody should have a prom. And when I was at the prom, I wore a really cool red short dress, and I wore like beige little uh, boots with high heels. So that was shoes. Let's call them shoes with the high heels. They're really cool. I'm gonna show that later. So yeah, these are the two major ones. That next go the government official holidays, which are like first of all, there's a lot of celebration of the World War II, and also like the heroism of Russian soldiers. So there's a lot of military celebrations, but this is where you might think, oh my god, it's brainwashing. No, it's not. It's not to brainwash kids. It's to make them patriots, I think. And also, like, celebrate some, like, jubilees of Moscow or other towns. Or, yeah, most of government official holidays are about the military. And I think that it's not meant to brainwash kids, just to teach them to love the country and to know its history, I think. So yeah, at these holidays you usually like read poems about the war, sing songs about the war, but that's not all. Like a lot of schools that I've been to, they have their own holidays which they celebrate. Days of fashion, days of like choosing the king and the queen of the school, celebrating like the sports, like who's the best at sports and stuff. So these holidays take place also. Uh, then what else we have? Oh, the 8th of March is the Day of Women, and this is when we like celebrate usually all the teachers, because most of the teachers in Russian schools, 99.9% of teachers are women. So this is basically celebrating the teachers, but every girl gets a special gift. Like I got really cool earrings on one of my 8th of March, and I showed them in What's in My Bag video. And then there's the 23rd of February when we celebrate men and their accomplishments to our country. And usually we celebrate that even with boys who haven't really done anything, because when all boys turn 18 in Russia, they are going to military. It's uh, mandatory. So yeah. So this is like holidays, and kids must participate in holidays because like they can practice skills like talking, not being afraid of the stage, like acting skills, and that's very important. We have like a lot of holidays. Like you have like Halloween, but not it's not common. It only just started to come around. But we have like New Year's. We don't celebrate Christmas because we're Orthodox. We celebrate Christmas on the 6th of January, but that's usually when everybody's home, schools don't work on the 6th of January. So we celebrate New Year's. We celebrate, another Maslenitsa, which is a really cool holiday when you eat pancakes, or as we call them, blintz. This is when you're welcoming spring. But I'm going to talk more about each holiday. If you're interested in knowing all the holidays that Russia has, type a comment down below. I'm just talking now sketchy about what kids do as a social life. So kids must participate in these like holidays because that's how they form. So that is how the social life goes holiday wise. Next, how do kids learn how to socialize? Usually there's a lot of like events when a school psychiatrist comes in and gives everybody tests that determine their abilities and disabilities, and based on that, teachers work individually with each kid to help him along the way. There can be times when kids bully, like when I was from the fourth to the 8th grade, I was really bullied in school. That was not really very well solved because the teacher there used to hate me as well. So now it's become a thing that you should not be afraid to be a snitch and talk about what mean things kids have done to you. So social life in Russian schools is determined to make kids adaptable to adulthood. So yeah. Ah, another interesting thing is that social life can be like taught even during lessons. Like there can be lessons in psychology, so the kids can learn about depression, about mental illnesses, so that they can prepare themselves. And another social way to teach kids is, well, it happened only in one school that I was in, but they teach you religion. I'm not sure if that's really necessary, but that's also building up the socializing the kids. So yeah, that's a very interesting topic. So yeah, basically in schools, kids participate in a lot of contests and they win a lot of awards. And if you are really good at these types of things. You're really active, you do a lot for the school, you receive a little diploma that says, like, thank you for being so loyal to the school, and you receive gifts. So I have those diplomas. I have like 4 or 5 of them because I was also really active. I took part in a lot of plays. Like I played the Mouse King and Nutcracker, which was really cool. I was carrying like 3 giant heads. That was really fun. So yeah, that's basically social life in Russian schools. This video is boring, but I hope you still subscribe because I've got some more exciting stuff to talk about. If you don't want to hear about this and want to hear something specific about Russia, please type in the comments down below and I will do my best to make it happen. I'm the controversial Russian, and thank you for watching. Bye bye.